Get on in here, everybody. I'm running late. No music today. I got lots of things to tell you, lots of things to talk about, and we're going to get some things done. Yep. So get on in here. Washed my hair this morning and it's all fluffy. So come on in. I was right in the middle. The reason I'm late is I was trying to purchase something on the Best Buy website, and checkout was a pain. And they kept wanting me to create an account and just over and over and over again. It's driving me nuts. So finally, I got it done. And I am so excited. It's just... So here's what I'm going to talk to you about today. It's Plan and Play Day. But I have this saying. I don't know where I got it from. I don't have a clue where it came from. But when something or someone shows you who they are or what's getting ready to happen, you need to believe them. Now keep in mind, if somebody breaks bad on you, you need to just put that in the back of your mind and say, okay, I've been warned. And if something starts to break, like a computer overheating or somebody at the car dealership telling you, this happened to Justin this morning, this is why this is hot on my mind. He went out to his truck to start his truck and it wouldn't start. Now he has one of these little battery packs that will boost your car off if you need it. But the last time he used it, guess what? He didn't charge it. So there he was with a car that wouldn't start, a battery pack that wouldn't start him, and bam, no car. So he had to get it boosted off by what other means, I guess Ethan's car or something. And, it's kind of a panic because he's got to get to work, but he had to stop by the auto parts place and get a battery, which ended up having him late for work, which is not a problem because, he runs a shop. But it's still, he wants to be there when he wants to be there. Last month, he had his car serviced, and they told him his battery was on his last leg. And guess what they told him? We don't have time to put your new battery on right now. So instead of going straight to the auto parts store then, when the battery told him it was going to be bad and he was going to cause some issues, he just kept driving it until today. Now, if something tells you that it's going to give a problem. Yep. So if you have a car and your battery has a date on it, and you can look at the battery on your car and look at that date. If it is 5 years old, you're expecting problems. I'm warning you. If it's 5 years old, expect a problem. I got my battery changed out in the spring. I had a little problem. I had the butt heater on. I was sitting actually at the car dealership. Waiting for Justin to get there because he was dropping his car off. And it was cold out, so I ran my battery down in like 3 minutes using that butt heater. So I immediately, within the next week, got me a new battery on my truck. So I am happy that I have a car that's serviced. I have a new battery. I have new tires. It's going to be winter. And if you have 50,000 miles on your tires, you need to get those changed out. And Justin, if you're watching, Ethan needs new tires. So, this is when something shows you that it's going to be breaking in the future. If you've got it on your calendar, Like back last month, we had our septic tank pumped. I wrote it on my calendar. When I get out my new calendar, I'm going to transfer that to my calendar. Last year, we had to get a new microwave. That's on my calendar too, that we bought a new microwave. We haven't had to replace a washer or a dryer in a long time, but Robert has worked on the washer and worked on the dryer. Write it on your calendar. That's why we have a calendar that's big enough for all those things. Imagine that. Big enough squares for all those things. And today is the first day of a brand new month. Yep. And let me tell you, procrastination will bite us in the butt every single time we don't listen to what the winds of change are telling us. I mean, when you're having problems with something, don't just think they're going to go away. Don't think they're going to go away. If you keep having a pain in your gut, like my nephew did, it's not going to go away. So you got to get something looked at. Don't stick your head in the sand. Don't do this. Deal with it. Deal with it. Right now, it is going to save you time in the long run. And it's better than being under stress. Being able to casually walk into a parts store and say, I need a new battery, without being under stress, it's a beautiful thing. Just do it. Just do it when it needs to be done. And start, if you don't have a lot of money in your bank account, start putting together a rainy day fund that is just for these purposes. I know when Justin was little, I would put $150 a month away in a savings account for just this purpose. I was working, his dad was working, and I've cooked meals every day, and we saved a lot of money because I planned menus. You can plan menus too, and you're going to have more money in your bank account. And you're going to set money aside for these unexpected emergencies, and you're not going to be stressed out. Having the money is half the battle. Set it aside. Even if it's just $5 a week. Look at that. After 52 weeks, you got $250 in there. I remember many years ago, people used to have Christmas club accounts, and they would set aside money each week to go into their Christmas fund. We're getting ready to do the holiday missions, y'all. We're getting ready to do the holiday missions. And you need to set up a budget for what you want to spend for the holiday missions. And in the month of November, we are going to eat out of our pantries. Do you hear me? We're going to eat the food that's in our freezers and in our pantries and in our refrigerator freezers. We're going to do that. We're going to do that because it's going to save us money so that we'll have the money to plan for Christmas. So folks, don't allow the items in your life to help to put you into panic mode. Don't do that. You know Christmas is coming up. Start putting money aside. If you start eating out for the month of October, if you feed your family out of your freezer, go to your freezer and take inventory. In fact, that's one of the assignments I'm going to give you right now. If you have a freezer, I want you to take inventory and write it down on a piece of paper. And then take that piece of paper and plan some meals around that. If you're blessed, you'll have some frozen vegetables in there. And then all you're going to need to do is buy some fresh stuff, some salad stuff each week, and milk for the kids. Can't get any better than that. Now, October is our month to get rid of paper clutter. Paper clutter is there because of your perfectionism, which causes you to procrastinate because you're afraid, fear again, fear that that somebody's going to steal your identity. This is what fire pits are for. Burning up those important documents that come in the mail with your address on them. I use my fireplace. Right now, we really can't burn outside because it's a fire hazard, and I think we're under a no burning order, no brush piles or anything like that. So, milk and eggs you can freeze, and bread. Well, I know Leanne has frozen milk before. I never thought about freezing eggs, but I guess if you beat them up, you could. And but you can also take your eggs and cook things with them. Little quiches for breakfast in the morning for the kids to go off to school. You can do lots of things. So you have to believe these things when they tell you they're getting ready to break. They just don't fix themselves. They don't fix themselves. Now, you can't freeze a whole gallon of milk. You have to pour some of it out of it. But I've never had to freeze milk because I don't drink it. Yuck. Can't stand it. It's always kind of grossed me out. So, here's to drinking up and listening to these things in your life that are telling you it's a problem. If you hydroplane on a wet pavement, that's telling you that you need new tires. I have a supply of powdered milk in my freezer. So drink up, folks. Think about this. Having the milk in the freezer will help hold your stuff keep your food frozen if the power goes out. So Leanne's talking about meals ready to go. She's doubling up on meatloaves. The last time she made a meatloaf, she made me a meatloaf. And I had 4 pieces of meatloaf for my hot melt next week. We're going to do the hot melt next week. I'm excited to do the hot melt because I need to bring back the foundation. So if you haven't signed up for the hot melt, it's a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar in your water. Anyway, if you haven't signed up to do the hot melt, then go sign up to savingdinner.com/sprint. That's all you got to do. If you've already signed up, you don't have to sign up again because you're going to be getting the emails that's going to tell you what we're making our sprouts. We are, Leanne, how many teaspoons of seeds do you put in the to soak to make your sprouts? I've got 4 different kinds. I got broccoli, onions, radishes, and mustard greens. So everybody, we're going to do the sprint next week. It is a powerful thing. It has launched me into off of my plateau and into some amazing things. Yep, amazing stuff. So folks, you can do this. When something tells you it's broken, my body was telling me it was broken. I was lethargic. And now I'm energized. I've lost 21 pounds. Melanie, I bought my sprouts on Amazon. Look for organic sprouts. They'll ship them right to you. Organic sprouts. It's amazing stuff. You can even get some little trays to put them in. And it's super easy. Super easy. I don't know if I'm down 3 dress sizes, but clothes are getting too big. I am thankful for yoga pants that have a drawstring right now. And they look like balloon breeches on me, but I don't care. I'm just at home, and my shirts are still fitting pretty good. But anyway, drink up, folks. I'm taking care of me. I'm getting it done, and it feels good. It really feels good to get rid of some of the body clutter. And I don't know if congratulations are in order. I'm being consistent, and if we stay consistent with what we're doing day in and day out. Yesterday, God help me, Leanne gave me one of these sausages. And so I thought yesterday afternoon about 3 o'clock I would break my fast with one of these sausages. And this has got to go in the book. This has got to go. You know when you used to feed your baby and you'd put a spoonful of squash in their mouth and they go and they'd spit it right back out at you? Not that squash is an issue or anything. I took one bite of the sausage and I should have spit it out. I should have spit it out because it was so salty it burned my mouth. It burned my mouth. So I should have just spit it all out and threw it away. But did I do that? No. I didn't want to be wasteful. So if your first reflex is to spit something out, follow that. If it's not worthy to put in your body, and Leanne gave it to me, so it had to be good. She wouldn't give me something that wasn't good. But guess what? It didn't match with my new found switch that I flipped when it comes to getting rid of salt. It's just God changed my taste buds. I no longer need I no longer need salt. I'm no longer addicted to shaking the salt shaker. I'm no longer addicted to putting 2 teaspoons of sugar in my coffee and making pudding. That's what Robert calls it. So I have flipped this switch to get rid of this salt, and I put something in my mouth that was revolting to me yesterday, and I still ate it. So, if it doesn't taste good, don't eat it. Plain and simple. You have to enjoy every bite you put in your mouth. Because if you don't, it's not going to bless your body. So this morning when I weighed, I was up 0.2 of a pound from yesterday. I was hoping to be under 150 this morning, but I didn't, and my rings were a little tight. They're not now because I've been getting some water in me, but I no longer need the salt. And what I ate yesterday, a processed food, was salty. So that was a lesson for me. I need to listen to what that sausage said to me. I'm too salty for you. Don't eat it. Listen to when you get the message. When the message comes that your battery's going to run out, your computer's going to die because it's going to overheat, your battery's not charging on your computer and the red light's coming on. It's all there. All these little signs. Your washer won't spin. All these little signs. Right now, my Roomba's died. Just totally died. I got to look and see if it's under warranty. It probably is. It's less than 6 months old. Got to check it today. So folks, join us for the hot melt. Next week, we start it on Monday, and it'll be good. It'll be really good because it's going to get us back to our foundations. It's going to be the launch pad for a wonderful rest of the month. We're going to do it every zone 2 until I'm no longer here. every zone too until I'm no longer here. So, folks, have a good rest of the day. I've run my mouth, but put this on your whiteboard. If somebody or something tells you who they are and what's going to happen, mark my words. Deal with it now before you're just ping-ponging all over the place trying to put out one more fire. Because anytime you can stop a fire from starting, preventative, it's good. Yesterday, my toilet seat broke. Did it ruin my day? Nope. Didn't ruin my day because I had a backup toilet seat in the basement. Within 30 minutes of getting up and that toilet seat breaking, Robert had it fixed for me. And now I have a clean toilet. It's just beautiful with this new toilet seat. And he's going to fix it where it won't break again by putting a support right where the flaw is in this toilet seat. It is a flaw. It's not me that broke it. It's a flaw in the toilet seat. So he's going to do some preemptive placing of some supports to keep this from happening again. I love it. I love it. I love it. And just recognize, and if you're not running around like a chicken with its head cut off, you can see these things as they occur in your life. You can know that they're telling you, they're giving you a clue that this is going to happen. Where did I bought it on Amazon. So I can go back and look, and I can send an email to the provider, and yep, I can get a new one. I can get a new one probably. So folks, if it tells you who it is or what's going to happen, if they tell you who they are, mark it down here, put it on your calendar, and put it on your action list. Action list. It's not a to-do list anymore. It's an action list. It's things that need to be done to save you time in the future. Today is plan and play day. Liz and I have been planning yesterday and today, thinking about the holiday missions coming up. We got it all set up. They're going to start October 21st. Be ready, but know your budget. Start thinking of these things right now so that you're not going to be blindsided by your holiday spending. You can do this. Anything we can plan today is going to plan and implement is going to save you time next week. It's going to save you time next week. It really will. I love you all. I have a volleyball game to go to this afternoon. I have never been to a volleyball game. My granddaughter is on a team that hasn't lost a game so far this season. And I probably need to ask her permission to go because sports has lots of superstitions and I haven't been to a game. So I will try to take care of things and not mess stuff up. Anyway, we're going to go to a volleyball game this afternoon and then out to dinner. You can do this. Dave Ramsey is absolutely wonderful. I love this man. I absolutely love this man. He was so kind to me. He talked to me one time when I was getting ready. Well, not him, but one of his people talked to me when I was getting ready to do a syndicated show, a radio show. And he was just really nice to explain things. And I just like that. You know, people who take the time to help somebody else who's coming up. That's just a wonderful thing. That's just a wonderful thing. So anytime you can, Dave Ramsey has some great ideas, and he has some great ideas about paper clutter too and what to keep. So go check that out on his website. What to keep. He tells you exactly what to keep. But we're going through this paper clutter through the whole month. We're going through this much. This much. Go grab this much paper clutter, and it goes into a throwaway, which is, for me, it's a burn pile. I don't throw my paper clutter in trash that gets taken out. And it's a put away. You have two boxes, throw away and put away. And then that way you get rid of the trash that's in there. Because 95% of what is in your trash, what is in your paper clutter, is trash. Now you hold on to it. You hold on to it because you're scared that there's something in there that you're going to need. So I want you to take 6 inches, a pile of paper, 6 inches. I want you to go to a clean dining room table or a clean coffee table. I want you to have a bag that's a burn bag, or put in the fireplace, or put in your fire pit. And I want you to sort through this pile and have a manila folder or your office in a bag to put in the papers you need to keep. And you don't keep everything. If it's a bill that you've already paid, it can be thrown away. If it's another bill that's come in and it's from 6 months ago, you've gotten a new one since then. So get rid of those things. Get rid of it. It's not needed. Don't try to sort everything into piles. If it's trash, it's trash. Accept it. Let it go. You're going to get another bill. So just crosscut shredder is amazing. I love that. But, it's $100 or more. Buying a shredder or asking for a shredder for Christmas or your birthday or anniversary, that's a powerful thing. But get a good one. A good one that does a great job, that will shred 6 pieces at one time. Well, Lonnie, just start with 6 inches and move it from the dining room table to a clear surface and start dealing with it. And don't stop until you've sorted through all of it and put the important papers where they belong. Many banks, that's a good idea. We have a shredding service that comes by our office once a month. And this is fun. We're going to deal with paper all month long. And you're going to do an inventory of your freezer and start building menus around what is in your freezer so you can cut down on your grocery bill this month. People have saved a lot of money doing this. You can do it. Anyway, gotta go. I love you all. I will see you at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Bobby's been telling everybody tea time is at 3. I might do tea time a little early. I might do tea time at 2, which is probably a better idea for me because I've got to be at the school at 4. Even though the school is close by because they're playing here locally, I probably need to do tea time at 2. So thanks, Bobby, for reminding me that I needed to change the time on tea time, because I don't want to be rushed getting tea time uploaded and done the way it needs to be done. I want to be relaxed and go to my granddaughter's volleyball game. And I've already got all my food set for next week, y'all. I've got it all set. All set. Little bags of, it's frozen, but guess what? It'll thaw up and I'll put it in a skillet and it'll be fine. What school? It's at a local charter school. Anyway, I love you all. I will see you at 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. I changed the time on tea time, and it'll all be good. My granddaughter's team is undefeated, so say a little prayer that I don't jinx them. Love you all. See you later.